The VA home loan is arguably the single greatest wealth building tool ever created for the American service member. It's a financial superpower that allows you to buy a piece of the country you defend with zero money down. But for many junior enlisted personnel, that dream quickly turns into a financial ambush. Because zero down doesn't mean zero cost, and qualified doesn't always mean ready. In 2026, the real estate market is faster and more complex than ever. If you walk into your first home purchase without a solid plan, you could end up trapped in a money pit that kills your path to becoming a millionaire before it even starts. Today, we are breaking down the top 5 mistakes military personnel make with their first VA loan, and exactly how you can avoid them to build a real estate empire instead. Welcome back to Military Invest. We are on a mission to take you from E1 to millionaire. Real estate is a pillar of that mission, and the VA loan is your primary entry point. Most people will tell you the VA loan is easy. Those people are usually the ones trying to sell you something. Today, we're giving you the unfiltered truth. By the end of this video, you will know how to spot a bad deal, how to choose the right team, and how to ensure your first home is an asset that pays you, not a liability that drains you. Let's get to work. The first mistake happens months before you even look at a house. Assuming your credit score is fine just because you haven't been denied a car loan. While the VA technically doesn't have a minimum credit score, nearly every lender does. This is called a lender overlay. Many junior enlisted think that because they have a steady military paycheck, they'll get the best rates. But in the world of 2026 interest rates, the difference between a 640 and a 740 credit score could cost you $300 to $500 per month in interest. That $500 is your entire TSP contribution. Over 30 years, that's hundreds of thousands of dollars stolen from your future self. Your tactical fix? Start monitoring your credit 12 months before you plan to buy. Pay down that Star card, clear any collections from that old barracks internet bill, and don't take out any new debt. You want to walk into the lender's office with a score that commands respect and the lowest possible interest rate. Mistake number 2 is a classic new boot move. Buying a house based on what the bank says you can afford rather than what you should spend. Lenders use a debt-to-income DTI ratio. They often allow service members to stretch their budget to the absolute limit because military pay is so stable. But the bank doesn't care if you have money left over for gas, groceries, or most importantly, investing. Many junior enlisted service members buy a house where the mortgage payment equals their entire BAH, basic allowance for housing. On paper, that looks like living for free. But what about property taxes, homeowners insurance, the $5,000 HVAC unit that dies in July? If your mortgage takes up 100% of your BAH, you are one leaky roof away from financial disaster. The Military Millionaire rule is to aim for a mortgage payment that is at least 20% lower than your BAH. This creates a maintenance buffer that protects your investments when things break. This is the mistake that hurts the most. Buying a house without thinking about the next PCS move. As military personnel, we don't choose where we live forever. In 3 or 4 years, you're going to get orders. If you bought a house in a low demand area or overpaid for a turnkey property, you might find yourself in a position where you can't sell the house for what you owe. You must buy with the exit strategy in mind. Before you sign, ask yourself, can I rent this house out for more than the mortgage payment? If the answer is no, you aren't buying an investment, you're buying a burden. Look for houses near the base gate, in good school districts, or in areas with high rental demand. Your goal is to move to your next duty station and have your old house become a cash flow machine that pays you every month. That is how you go from E1 to millionaire. Mistake number 4, working with a realtor or lender who doesn't understand the military lifestyle. I see this all the time. A service member uses a family friend realtor who has never closed a VA loan. They don't understand the minimum property requirements, PRs, that the VA requires. They don't know how to handle a closing date that needs to align with your PCS orders. A non-VA specialist might let you fall in love with a fixer-upper that will never pass a VA appraisal. Or worse, they might let you pay for things the seller should be covering. You need a tactical team. Find a lender who specializes in VA loans and a realtor who has the MRP, Military Relocation Professional certification. They know the language, they know the benefits, and they know how to fight for you in a competitive market. Finally, mistake number 5, believing that zero down means zero cash. Yes, the VA loan allows for 0% down payment, but there are still closing costs, inspection fees, and the VA funding fee. While you can often roll the funding fee into the loan and sometimes negotiate for the seller to pay closing costs, you cannot count on it in 2026's competitive market. If you have $0 in your high-yield savings account, you are not ready to buy a house. You should have at least 3% to 5% of the home's value in cash before you start shopping. This covers the unexpected costs and gives you earnest money to show the seller you're serious. Entering a home purchase with no cash is like going into a firefight with an empty magazine. You might get lucky, but it's a terrible strategy. Look, I'm not telling you this to scare you. I'm telling you this to arm you. The VA loan is your ticket to freedom. It is the foundation of the Military Millionaire blueprint. When you avoid these 5 mistakes, you aren't just buying a house. You are acquiring an asset. You are securing your family's future. You are proving that an E1 salary, when combined with discipline and tactical knowledge, can build a legacy that lasts long after you hang up the uniform. Are you planning on using your VA loan this year? What's your biggest fear about the process? Let's talk about it in the comments below. If this breakdown saved you from a potential mistake, hit that like button and subscribe to Military Invest. In our next video, we're going to look at how to use the VA loan to buy a 4-unit complex and live for free. Stay disciplined, stay tactical, and keep investing. Out.